Hello, hello. How's everybody? I hope you are having a lovely evening. I did want to let you know that Shanna is not going live tonight. She put a post up on her community tab, but she has some family parties and whatnot. And I'm sure that we will be probably a light crew because it is sort of the last weekend before Christmas. So folks might be out and about doing different things. Anyway, I pulled some Christmas ephemera because I have a lot of happy mail and I didn't want to keep you really late. But I thought it would be fun because this is sort of a mix of Christmas and birthday, probably, as happens every year. But I picked up these Bruce Monroe various cats, which are all 3x4. And then I remembered that I had a bunch of Grinch's ephemera from Cats for Happiness from a year or two ago. And the Grinch is actually like kind of a cute Grinch. Like he's not a Grinch you'd really be mad at. And Craft Roulette this week's parameter was something that rhymes with axe, so he has a sack, so he'd be good to go. Plus, I have like a bajillion pieces of, I have a bajillion sentiments, so those are there too. Hey Cordelia, how are you? I guess I should give you guys a weather update. The weather has been weird in Wisconsin. So last weekend, I mean last weekend it was like -8, and then it was like kind of then it got back up to 40 this week. So I mean, it's just sort of bouncing around, but it's supposed to stay kind of in the 40s for Christmas, which is super unusual for here. We're usually in kind of like lows in the teens, highs in the 30s kind of thing. So, and hello, good to see you, Blossom. Nice to see you, Cordelia. Christopher, I saw that you were here earlier. Good to see you, Jim. I hope things are going well for you. And Tamara, you may be new to me, but or I just don't recognize your handle. And Lori, good to see you as always. Sorry you're sick, Cordelia. I hope you feel better. That is not fun when you have a week off. I don't know. I spent this week dealing with sort of a house related issue where my front door lock broke, and then getting someone out to fix it was one of those like calling lots of people and waiting. It's a very hurry up and wait process. Anyway, it got resolved. So like this weekend I'm back to doing normal stuff. But I was concerned because Christmas week is busy. I've got three ish family things, and then I don't know. There's a bunch of other stuff that's going on as well. So anyway, good to see you all. Nice to see you, Elizabeth. Hope you are well. I saw that Delise was doing a bunch of testing earlier, so I had dropped her a message since Santa's not live tonight. So there may be a shipping into the new year. I didn't get a chance to follow up with her, so there's that. But anywho, I thought we'd look at some Happy Mail, then do some Craft Roulette, and then hopefully, I don't know. It's weird. It hasn't sunken in that it's Christmas next week or this week. I don't know why. I guess it's just because it's like I'm still working. Oh, and I guess we should use the Grinch one because I lost a Max, and Max is really cute. He's a very cute Max. Anyway, let me see from my friend Bob. Very cute envelope. And he's had these. Oh, he has it similar to last year. He's had for a couple of years these really cool, like it's a standard flat card, but it has some glitter, like some clear glitter, which I really like. I remember that from being a kid, and a lot of cards had that. But very cute, like it. I like this kind of Christmas particularly too. I mean, not so much that it's traditional, but it's not like even though Santa's on it, it's not very in your face Santa, which is kind of nice. Hello, nice to see you, neighbor. Michigan, I'm sure. Hopefully, you are having more fun weather this week. We are definitely having better stuff going on. It is. I mean, like I have the frostbite lunar paste, and I never think to use it on like a card that isn't obviously something. This obviously has like some holographic shimmer in it. If you look at it, the camera is not showing this, but in real life, you get the a lot of different undertones in the glitter. I like the kitty sticker. The kitty sticker. The sad thing is, I might have to cut this differently so we can maintain the kitty sticker to make sure the card under it is not one with an address. And for those keeping track, I have all my Christmas cards. I have all my labels. I have all my stamps. I just haven't put all the things together, but hopefully that's happening soon. But I always assume as long as they go out for Christmas, it's all right. Handmade just for you. Craft Roulette friend. We will see what we have. Ooh, I bet it's a birthday card. Oh, I like this die set, and they don't actually own it, but it makes the essentially these gamer controls. So new level unlocked. Happy birthday. Very cute. From Angie Downs. And we have another cat sticker. I like these cat stickers. They're really cute. They're like 3D animated, which is kind of cool. And I did have a fun birthday. I always enjoy these cool Craft Roulette cards too. Fun stenciling on the back here. But you might, oh, I think you can see. So the controller paper, that's all black, but the controller paper is shiny, whereas the base of the controller is matte, which is a really nice technique. It's not something I think about, but like just mixing sort of shimmery and non-shimmery cards. Just catch up on you guys. Yeah, no, well, I showed them to you guys, but I wound up printing a bunch of photo cards this year. So I think for my non-crafty friends, I'm just going to put a sentiment on the photo note card and then write a message on the inside because I have some friends I know are going to toss the card. So those are much more fun. I'm guessing this is another crafty friend. I don't recognize the return address. And it is from someone in Wisconsin. And there are some fantastic card makers in Wisconsin. And we have a very pretty Christmas card. And this is a really good way to leverage your pattern paper too, because this is just all pattern paper, but it looks really cool. And I always forget to use my glitter washi tape, but that looks really fun. Not hard to do either. And we have a little book fold. Happy birthday, your Craft Roulette friend Deb. Very cool. I like this. You don't really think of like a book binding card with in this orientation, so that's really cool. And the snowmen are cute, very wintry. But yeah, I don't know. It's sort of I mean, it's always fun to see all the cards that come in. It's funny because like I used to get before I was a crafter. Oh, a holiday message from the university I got my computer science degree in. We'll see what they sent me. I bet they want money. I mean, don't we all? But we'll see if it's a nice card. Oh goodness, it comes with an envelope, and you can give them money. But let's look at the card. I think I gave them enough money, honestly. But that's cute. It's a snow globe. Did they at least? They did not sign it. It's just a printed card. But happy holidays. But I like this. I don't know. This might be worth cutting up. I kind of like this background as snow. I do like that background. Maybe we'll craft with this. We can get into our repurposed self. Because there are blue gummy bears. And this is a 4x6, so it would actually work with the parameters. Okay, let's save that. As much as I don't like cards asking me for money, I think we could kind of repurpose that as pattern paper. And we get to tear as part of Craft Roulette today, so there's that. Anyway, one from our crafty friend Brenda that looks like, yeah, extra postage, and they managed to like jack up the corners. That's the thing that's weird. It's like sometimes these like things that people pay extra for non-machinable. It's like you'd think they would at least arrive in like fairly pristine conditions. Let's see if I can't. There we go. Let's see if we can't get the envelope up, but you know. Oh, this is cute. You can't be sad when you're holding a cupcake. I agree. I think that's colored. I don't think that's ephemera. I like the little cupcakes. Those are cute. The paper also has some metallic-y sparkliness. Wishing me a fun birthday. Oh, I have this paper. This is from Time Offline from Spellbinders, I think. I think this is all This might be, or maybe not. Actually, I don't feel any separation, so this might just be like a strip piece of pattern paper. Friend to G, Craft Roulette friend, very cute. And a lot of people are using. Actually, that's a panel, but a lot of folks also have been putting in those sticky note thingies or just notes. Yeah, the kitty's actually embossed, I think, in addition. So, like, the kitty's colored, but there's also embossed. It looks like it was heat embossed. Yeah, it looks like it was embossed. It looked like it was colored and then it was embossed on top of the coloring, which is pretty cool. Then a photo card, I would guess, from my cousin who that's my cousin and his kiddos, but that's my cousin who's about 10 years older than me, but he's from Denver and has worked in insurance for many years. But I haven't seen him since we were both out in Massachusetts for a while, but very cool. Hey Linda, how are you? Hope you're doing well. Oh, good. We know what things are. Yeah, I mean, I think both Snapfish and Redbubble. Oh, that's a Shutterfly card, but I like that. Like they've figured out how to print matte really well. Our family Christmas card that my parents are sending out, um, based on a photo from this summer, also came out matte, and it's really nice because it's super easy to write on. Or you can not write on it if you don't want to. That one wasn't written on. I mean, depending on time. Hello, Christine. Welcome. Good to see you as well. The one under that says Happy Mail. This one has a friend Irene, Craft Roulette friend, and the mailing label has a cat on it. Kudos. Oh, and this card looks super neat. I always forget to do it and should next year, but I always want to do like save all the Craft Roulette cards and like do a big montage and like post it. Hip hip hooray. Oh, I like this. Look at that. They applied little glitter triangles. That's kind of an interesting idea. Because it wouldn't be hard to make a triangle the same size as these triangles, but sentiment is embossed as you might expect. In good use, I never think to do this, but this is a use of vellum I really like. If you remember my Newton's Nook make and take card from a crop this year, did that as well. It's a nice way to have a vibrant background, but then mute it down for like wherever your focal point is. Celebrating another year of happy birthday. And there's a little cat. How cute. And my cats. Desmond and Winston. We always love a card from a cat. But I like this. This is a nice way to do like masculine, but not have it be boring. You know? Although really, I don't know. Every year I say it, but like all the birthday cards and Christmas cards are always really cool. Don't know who this is from. I like this stamp. I still want to save like all the cool stamps and do like a stamp collage background. Oh, that's really pretty. It says "Wish upon a star," although it's a little hard to. Actually, it's easier to read on camera than in real life, but that's really cute. And a good use of your scene papers. This isn't a scene paper, but this would be a good place to use one. Dear Jay, happy birthday from my friend, filled with cat cuddles. They were Jessica B. Very cool. I swear we're gonna make a card eventually, but I just enjoy seeing people's cards in real life. I don't know about you guys, but it's sort of like when you see things on film, on photos or Instagram or whatever, like the camera tends to flatten dimension a lot, so you don't really get the dimension as well. This is from Deputy Heidi of Craft Roulette fame, so I bet it is a Craft Roulette kind of card. Wow. That is a very chunky envelope, which is good because it protects the card. We have ooh. Oh, that is neat. Oh, it's a cake with snowflakes. That's really cool. Lots of embossing. Very cool. And then nice message inside as well. Very fun. And I think the envelope must have been made out of extra cardstock. Very neat. And I like that there's little blingy bits, like these little pearls. Isn't the thing that I think of to do, but like it's a nice way to have a dimension that's fairly mailable. It does have a lot of pizzazz. I really like it. It's a lot of fun. I'm always surprised, like how different things are. Oh, so this is from the ginger cat lady, Pam, who does a lot of really cool junk journaling things. Let's see what it says. I hope it has a cat on it. It does have, oh my goodness, it has a multitude of cats. And the Timmy cats, like some of our friends, she loves the Timmy cats. Oh, that's cute. Again, I like the use of the stencil. Like, this is a way to have sort of white space, and it's so big it's off camera. But oh, are you going live with the ginger cat lady? What? What, Elizabeth? Drop the link to the stream, please, whenever it exists. Oh, wow. So isn't she on the 20? No, that's New Year's Eve. She's on a streamathon thing, but the 26th. Oh, so you're live for her. I think on Friday she interviews people, so maybe you're being interviewed. But yes, Pam is an interesting person, and she does a lot of. This isn't super grungy, but she does a lot of junk journaling stuff, which. Wishing you a cozy Christmas. Thanks for being a special part of the community. Oh, that's really cute. Dear Santa, I've been good this year, mostly. Sometimes. Kind of. Never mind. I love it. What a fabulous card. And I think, if I could be wrong, I think she was using the Tim Holtz crayons to do these. At least the stream I saw her coloring these on, she was doing that. Which I haven't used in real life. I have two other kinds of watercolor pencils, so Yeah, so I think, as I recall, on Friday she usually has a guest on. Um, from, I'm guessing, a Craft Roulette friend. It has a cupcake on it, so I'm thinking birthday. I could be wrong. Or I could. Oh, whoops. Envelope-related technical difficulties. There we go. Have a birthday. Oh, I like this background. I think this is a sheet load. I feel like this is a sheet load or something like that, but I like. Yeah, it's an A2, so I think it's a sheet load. Wishing you a fun birthday. Very cool. Our friend Sharon. That's pretty. In an interesting way, I'm intrigued because like these are very Christmassy adjacent papers, but when you put a cupcake on it, it's a birthday card. So I always forget that I can use my Christmas paper when it's like not Christmas or not in a Christmas themed thing. Oh, that's just a PO box. I don't mind you seeing a PO box. And another thing from the Ginger Cat Lady. Oh my goodness. 2 cards? I do not deserve 2 cards. I don't deserve any cards, but oh, we have a birthday card in addition to our holiday card with again one of our cute little kitties. Oh, I like these. I don't actually own these, but I should think about it. If your age was your coffee order, it would be triple brew of wisdom, sarcasm, and back. That's cute. Oh, I like that. I like the ink edging too. I wouldn't have thought to do that, but that's really nice. And again, we have stencil. You could actually do this with a dauber too. There's a lot of things you can do. And then from my friend Steve and Mark, who are on YouTube, it looks like they have their. They often this feels thick, so they often this is their YouTube channel, Smoky Steve and Mark. They do kind of lifestyle content stuff, but are posting a lot of videos about Christmas things at the moment. But this is cute. A good option if you want to print your own thing. It comes with best wishes from Mark, Steve, and their 2 cats. That's very cool. And we got a sticker. It's holographic. I always have things that I wish to use stickers on. So not that I always do it, but I always have many things that I would like to put a sticker on. And then something. Oh, this is cute. It's a peanut stamp. I didn't know there were peanut stamps. I need to read that like stamp catalog thing. This is from another friend of the channel, Miss Stamper Girl, who I have not seen today. Oh yeah, it's cool. I like it. We have a cute little truck. Oh, that's adorable. Merry Christmas. That's cute. Happy holidays. I think you'd like this card. Very cute. Thank you, Delise. I like the coloring on this. That's really fun. That's a really nice way to do sort of a vignette just with I don't think it's stamped on pattern paper, but the coloring might be an opaque medium too. But very cool. I like it. It is my kind of card. I always like trucks are a thing I enjoy. Oh, is she? Okay, that explains why I didn't see her. Then something from Paula Rice. It's probably a birthday card because she's another Craft Roulette friend. One of the best. I mean, I really feel like one of the benefits of being involved with Craft Roulette is how many cool birthday cards you get. But oh, that's cute. Another kitty. Have a perfect birthday. I can't roll my R's. Happy birthday. Truly amazing friend. Oh, that's really cute. I like that. Yeah, I had Messenger. I didn't know when she was going live today. Oh, that's cute. Something from Florida. But first, oh, something from Oh, this is cute. Sent to Mr. Holiday Thomas. I wonder what this could be. It has a cute little rose stamp on it. Let's try and salvage that. Ooh, it's my roulette robot stamp set for my craft roulette milestone. Oh, that's really cute. What a cute note. Oh, I'm reading it backwards. No wonder I'm like, what is this saying? Woohoo, Mr. Holiday. Look at you. New mug clubber. Congratulations. Oh, that's so cool. And this is the roulette robot that if you do 100 submissions and then message them, you can get your own mug club roulette robot. And he has a little craft roulette mug, which is super cute. In addition to his other mug. Says congratulations and mug club are the sentiments here. But that's cute. That's kind of a 4x5 kind of stamp set. So pretty nice. I was looking forward to this. I'll need to make a card with it at some point soon. Maybe today. This is from a friend in Florida. This has many. This is a very well reinforced card. So it definitely did not open in transit. That's for sure. Maybe we could just use these torn envelopes. Although I kind of had an idea for a card today. Ooh, so we have some more snowy paper. Oh, I like this. I love it when people include a little bit. These are really pretty papers too. We're going to get some use out of those as well. And season's greetings. And another one this was more about just a cover piece, but it's could be used in a background. Season's greetings, wishing you peace and joy. That's really nice. I like that color palette, not just because it's navy, but our friend Beth. Wishing you a special holiday season. Oh, very cool. That is beautiful. Very elegant card. And I guess since Shanna's not here, I'll point out lots of good use of embossing. Kind of a use of embossing you don't think of, which is to emboss something and then chop it up. Then we have the last one, which is from our friend Kendra, which is probably a mini kit. It is. So we have a Valentine's Day mini kit, which if you're at our $10 tier, I think, is you get monthly card kits like these. And they have a QR code you can scan and see what this is. This looks very Echo Park to me, but could be something, a different collection. Anyway, I will save that. And I think I want to tear up this snow background. See, I feel like I can cut this nonsense off and then do some. My idea was we could tear some strips and then basically make some Franken paper out of some torn strips. And I somewhere grabbed my tearing ruler. I don't know if I put it somewhere silly. Let's see. Oh, it's right here. So I thought we could use this guy and do some tearing. So the one a little bit interesting thing about this week is that we're working on an A6 card, which is not super normal. So it's 5.5 by 6 1/4. Sorry, 4.5 by 6 1/4. So I think what I want to do is cut this to 4 1/4 by 6, which will I think I just want to cut this to 4 1/4 and then tear it up, and then we can probably this is 6.5 now. I think we can do some overlapping and sort of make something that's about the right size. And then if it's not the right size, we can go from there. But generally, my thought was we could sort of line this up and just tear this. And this tears very nicely. Because I'm tearing towards me, the rough tear is on the back, which I kind of like because I feel like this will be a little less Well, and then the rough tears on this side. So what we could do basically is just sort of knit these together, and do something like that, and then you kind of get the tearing. But it's sort of a more subtle look than if you were to like mat it on something that was, like a contrasting color. And this tears really well because it's a pretty thin photo card. I'm going to try and keep these in order. I don't know that it actually matters. But since it's snowing in Whoville, I think this will be a really good thing to go. Like, I think because these ephemera also have white, like the white border on the ephemera is going to look more normal if we do kind of a background like this. So that's my thought. I agree. It's always so cool. I enjoy getting it and sending happy mail for that reason. It's just kind of a nice way. I mean, just to see people's art in real life is cool, but also, I don't know. It's just it's fun to get something that's not a bill in the mail. So I definitely enjoy that part of it too. And look at us reusing something that would have gone in the garbage for an actual project. I feel very repurposey today. Although it's not like I don't have snow pattern paper. My original thought before I got this was to utilize some more of this not too shabby paper because I really liked the trees in pink. I really like for some reason. I thought that would be a good contrast. The green in this pad is kind of a more organic green, if you will. So it looks... Where my Grinch is. Let me grab my Grinch. So, like, next to the green of the Grinch, it looks very... The forest is dying, which wasn't my favorite thing. But luckily, somebody wanted money, and that gave us a card we could make and rip up. Someone I think recently, too, I saw was basically had taken a bunch. Let me just do this the other way, because I think this... Well, I might leave this all together. Yeah, I'm making paper piece this. Let me cut a card base so I can get a sense of how much of this I want. I think basically what I can do is just put a line of glue down and start gluing this all together. And I think I can then... Yeah. So I think I'll just glue it, repurpose this, and then you'll just get these like fun little torn edges, but they'll be pretty subtle. But you want to... I think I'm thinking craft for the card base. I want something that'll kind of contrast a bit, and there's some brown in the ephemera too. It is. It was relatively inexpensive from Amazon. So I use the deckled side, which is more subtle. But like, I'll show you what the other side looks like with the rest of this. It gives you a really nice noise if you're into fun noises too, that you probably heard. But you get this really rough edge. Like this would be really nice this would actually work pretty well. If you want to make just like, if you want to cut this, you could actually just use this as snow. Maybe we'll save this. We might do that. We could make like a snowbank out of this, I think. Yeah. Because I want one of these edges to go down. So let me tear this a little bit more. But I really like how this looks. There we go. When you get junk mail, tear it up and make things out of it. I'll probably save that one because I think this looks really good as snow. And I don't know where my frostbite is, but you could also apply any kind of sparkly thing to this as well. Even that word that Pam doesn't like. Well, let me find my trimmer, and you can trim off the like front piece that I don't really care about, but I think we can use this as sort of a hill here. So let's see. Yeah, because I think we could use this as a hill for our little Grinch. There we go. There we are. Right, so we could use that as we repurpose more of our junk mail. But I think you could use that as like a hill for the Grinch and Max to stand on, and then you could, because you could have him kind of going off into the distance. Anyway, we have a lot of gluing to do, but let me see if we can't. Let me get some craft to make a base out of. Maybe a lighter brown. We could also do a very dark blue if we wanted to keep the whole thing monochromatic, which I might actually have. Yeah, I'm thinking maybe the whatever it is, Silent Sea or whatever would look really good because it'll make the. Ooh, I like that. This is basically grayer than navy. It's the whatever, not the color of the year, but the whatever Stampin' Up calls them. But that thing. So I want this to be 6.25, right? Right. And 6.25 is a pain to do on this trimmer, but we will persevere. So it might not be exactly 6.25 because this is 6.5, and yeah, I think that's 6.25. We'll see. I could also just cut that on a different trimmer, but so 6.25, and then 4.5 times 2 is 9. Yeah, we'll see how close we get. Then we would score it at 4.5 and get sort of a chunky 4x6 essentially. And there's some back of this card has a few little weird pieces and dings, but I think that's fine. See, there's some dings on the back of this, but it's the back of the card, so I don't think anybody will be too upset about that. Unless they watch the stream and get this card, I guess. But the other thing we could do is we can, because we're going to glue a panel over this, we could also do that. But I don't like how this edge is a little mangled. So I think we'll do this, and then we will just trim this up to be 4.5 again. And we're already at 4.5. I'm just going to take off a fly's eyelash so that just flip this over. 4.5. Feels like that should be just take an eighth off, maybe. There we go. So it's not quite 4.5 anymore, but it'll be fine. There's our base. So I think I want to, and then, yeah, that'll give us sort of a 1/4 inch. So I think what we can do is just start layering this together, and then I think I want to start on this side because I like how we're getting. If I start on this side, we basically get this torn edge, which will look pretty neat. Oh, hey, Cordelia. How are you? Night, Ann. I hope you are doing well. I know it is fairly late for you. I'm going to try and keep this mostly aligned. The nice thing about this PVA glue is it grabs in about 10 seconds. So it shouldn't be too hard. But basically what we're going to get is this really nice torn edge, which I kind of like. I like it as sort of a subtle torn edge. And I'm more or less keeping all the pattern together, but you certainly don't have to. I don't need a ton of glue on this either, because basically we're going to eventually glue the whole thing down. And depending on how this turns out, we may or may not do a little trimming. Because I think it will probably wind up being a little odd, but, you know, that's okay. And we're going to sort of lose our, like, it's going to be clear that we're doing this overlapping thing anyway, so. This one. Okay, I got 2 of these out of order, and that is totally fine because it's not really going to look super in order anyway. But I am trying to kind of keep our, oops, there goes a bar folder. Keep our top line aligned so we don't have to do a ton of trimming, but we'll likely have to do some. Because that's kind of how these Franken papers tend to work. Then when we're got it trimmed out, we can kind of decide what we want to do from there. But I'm liking this as an idea. As you can see, I reversed some of these strips accidentally, but I don't think that's going to be a problem at all. I'm thinking we will likely lose a little bit more in our horizontal direction. So we may wind up wanting to recut this panel a little bit anyway. There we go. We are reassembled. And this is now less than 6. So I definitely want to cut this down. So I think I may do another mat under this. So I will let this dry. Let me grab, I think we want to get something a little blingy in the mix. A little shimmer silver. Kind of like that. Well, I guess this is actually gold, but you know. Where did I put my other trimmer? Here it is. We can just work on that while that dries out a little bit. This is 6 1/4, so let's just do. That would give us that we kind of want to go for a 6 by 4 1/4. So this is like almost a 4 by 6, but it's slightly off enough that it's a little weird. So I think that's what we'll do there to kind of give us a little bit of sparkle along the edge. And let's figure out how big this is. This is, I want to trim it a little. This is 5 1/4. Yeah, we're due. So 5 1/4. Let's actually just trim this to, well, let's get this even first, but then, there we go. After we get it even, I'm thinking I kind of like the white here, but I feel like we'll trim it down to 4 and sort of take off that piece and see if I like it or not. So that would give us sort of a look like this. I kind of like that, actually. I think that'll be fun because it'll sort of narrow the width on this a lot, which I think will help with since the pieces I'm working with, I think, are more designed for an A2. This will be more of an A2 kind of form factor. So I think we can stick all this stuff down. I'm just going to glue in my snow. Good place to use iridescent stickles if I had dug it out ahead of time. I think I want to cut this piece down by about 1/2 inch. Actually, kind of. Whoops, sorry about that. Let's just take 1/2 inch off, just to kind of balance the matting a little bit. Oh, there's an extra little fiddly bit. Yeah, so that'll give us that sort of. Oh, I like that. So I think this will kind of spotlight this well. I'm thinking, and we could. I think I'm just gonna leave it like this. I like this. I'd like a little off the top here, though. I'd like to take another 1/4 inch off. I think this is 4. Let's go to 3 3/4. This paper is holding together relatively well. Oh, do you? I never rip paper, so I'm always a little torn as to like how I feel about it. But no, I think this will look cool. And now we have sort of some more definite mats. You could, of course, do some sparkly stuff here too. But I think I'm going to run with this. I like it. So let's get some. Figure out which way the card opens, and then tape this down. Or you could also, you could also bring in some of your washi on the side too if you wanted to. Like, had I not cut this down, you could have just like wrapped the edge with washi, I think, and gotten a very similar look. Just gonna eyeball that. And I think this one I will glue down just because it is rougher on the back. So I think this would do better if I just glued it. And then we can figure out what kind of Grinchy elements, other than the Grinch with the sack for our ack. I didn't mention it, but the colors are rainbow essentially. It's gummy bear colors. They're red and green gummy bears and blue. Although I think technically at least by sort of classic craft roulette rules, the neutrals would be free colors, even though if they aren't within the color palette that we're going for. There we go. So there's just a lot of dimension on here. Like, there's a lot of texture. So I think it'll be fun with our have a little max. See, and that really brought down the frame of this, so I think it's going to work better with the ephemera. So let's get our Grinch out. We can look at the other stuff to see. So we have our little Grinch. I do like him kind of. He's there. I don't know if I have I don't know which other characters we have in here. We definitely have a tree that we could put him in front of, which I kind of like. We have. I don't know why they did that, but. So we have him stealing the tree, which I don't think we need. We have him just sort of stealing another tree. I kind of like this with like Max at the bottom of the hill waiting for him. I kind of like that. I gotta say. Although I feel like we'll need a sentiment there, but good news, I have lots of those. What else do we have? We do have. Oh, we also have him with his sack coming out of the chimney. How would that look? He looks much more malevolent. And my packaging is breaking, which is one thing I don't like about acetate, but I can always put this into something else. Because I have plenty of project envelopes. So I like him coming out of the chimney, but I think I like him with the sack better. Because like we could do this and cut this off and look like he's really coming up out of the chimney. But then like why then it's basically like Max is on the roof. But I like the first one we had, but I think we need to put a sentiment there. Let me see what we have. This one might be perfect. Let me just tear it out. I kind of like this. It says, "Thinking of you this Christmas." The blue's kind of wrong though, so that's too bad. I do like this though. It's kind of a snarky card. These are ephemera pieces I got. I think Stampin' Up made these years ago. Well, a couple years ago. I do like the Happy Christmas because it's a Grinchy color. Holly Jolly might work. I think I like Holly Jolly. Let's see how that looks. Oh, I like that. That's really cool. Because then you kind of balance the red a bit. And when the Grinch, of course, meets Cindy Lou Who, he says, "I hope you're having a holly jolly Christmas." And then she screams. Well, at least in the movie. But my panel was lifting up a little bit, so I just went in with some glue on the edge. Luckily, this is shimmer cardstock, so it doesn't really show the glue as much. But I think we could just glue all this down, honestly, and see how we feel. Here's Max being a good dog with his cute little present. And the Grinch not being very nice, stealing Christmas, as is his way. But I do like this torn. I like this torn snow a lot. And I like the fact that we made this out of something we would have just tossed. And I feel like, I don't know, there's something about the torn edge that makes me think of like a snowstorm, and that feels kind of right for this. Well, hello, Craft Roulette. How are you? Thank you for my delightful roulette stamp set, which we were just all admiring how cool it is as we work on our Grinches that are stealing Christmas card. Yeah, I like the torn snow. So this was all made out of a asking for money card from one of the colleges I went to. So this is all the background is repurposed paper, which I really like. But I do like the torn thing. I don't do the torn backgrounds very much, but there's something about the tears that to me feel snowstormy. So it kind of works out in my brain. And I do like the Grinch. He seems like a really nice Grinch to be stealing things. Like the Grinch coming out of the chimney was a lot more sinister. So they're from Cat Scrappiness. There is, well, I haven't I'm not affiliated with them in any way other than Delise still, I think, is on their design team, and Shanna was on their design team for a long time. So they have Mary Grinchmas ephemera, they have paper that matches it, and they have. So this is all taken from a stamp set. So they also have the stamp set and coordinating dies. So, like, I like this because I don't have to color it. But if you want a stamp, and this was last year's collection, and they actually expanded on it this year, I believe. And there's a Whoville expansion, so you can get the Who characters. So I think you could just get the ephemera for that too. So I think you could just buy ephemera and do everything, which would be what I would do because uh, some days I don't want to color for an hour. But if you do, there is the availability to color. Oh, let's do an inside piece because I really wanted to play around with this punch I got. If I can find white. So since this is 6.5, this trimmer won't help me. No, this is 6x4.25 is the magic number I want, I think. But this is a really cool punch, so I'm excited to try it out. Okay. That's mostly straight. What did I say? 6x4.25? Yeah. A chunky 4x6. That is not a very straight cut, I don't think. Yeah, that is a. Well, that cut was wildly off. Anyway, now it's not wildly off anymore, but we have a nice inside-y piece. But this is what our friend Elise was, and then I'll go with like that. We could actually put we could put the tree on the inside because this is a lot of room to write. But our friend Elise provided, and I picked up in her D stash, this really cool edge punch. It doesn't corner round per se, but it, well, if it wants to. Well, and I just messed that up, but that's what it does. Let's see if we can get it to work correctly. It helps if you actually line this thing up, but I may go with a thinner cardstock because, oh, wow. And yeah, I think this cardstock is just too thick for this punch. So let me grab some thinner paper and let's recut this and try again. Because it makes a really cool motif. But I think probably using 100-pound cardstock to punch through is a bad idea. Luckily, we have 54-pound cardstock that is the heaviest my color laser printer will take. So any of my printables I print on this, but this will be a lot easier to punch on. As long as I don't use the side that has a kind of mangled corner. Okay, let's do this again. This is 6. Oh, that's much easier to cut. By 4.25. It's very hard not cutting 4 inches, I think, after making A2s a lot. There we go. Okay. So I think this should be easier to deal with. But I really like what this punch does, you know, like when it works. So that's what it's supposed to do. Let's just do 2 corners. I like the idea of doing let's do alternate corners and then there we go. How cute is that? And I guess you could save these and reassemble the little design, but I'm not doing that today or probably ever. But I think it's going to look really neat. Like once you put it on a dark background, I think this will add a lot of cool detail. And let's just glue that down. I don't think I can. I want to get some glue on this punchy bit so that it glues down okay. The rest of this will be just fine. I mean, we're only gluing paper to paper, so this will be not too tricky. Whoops. There we are. Just wipe off anything that It's PVA, so they'll dry matte anyway. But I was kind of surprised when. But I'll just use this random piece I have around and just suck up any additional extra glue. There we go. So here's what it'll look like when this still has some glue that's drying out, but I mean, that's what it'll look like basically on the inside. Have another opportunity. Could have another opportunity to put a sentiment, but I think we're good. I like this huge one. That would be kind of fun. But again, I think we are good. So this is our 102nd Craft Roulette card, and I still have forgotten to make a 100 in a milestone one with the actual numbers on it. Oh, thank you. I liked it a lot. It's kind of hard to find edge punches. But it definitely works. It was fine on the 54 pound. So like, if you have like, I think it would be okay on 67. If you bought any of the 24 pound cardstock Michael's released, that's actually really good for honeycomb ornaments and things of that nature. That might work out for you as well. But anyway, thanks for checking it out. I don't know what my live schedule is following Christmas because there's a lot of people streaming, so I might be popping on other people's streams a bit. Hey Don, good to see you. Oh, thank you. So I may be popping on other people's lives, or if not, I may be live because like the upcoming week is kind of busy around Christmas, but after that, there's always kind of this phase where everybody goes off on their own. So I may see you. So great talking to you. Shannon will not be live. Delise may be live. Go check out her channel. It's in the description somewhere. And I hope everybody has a Merry Christmas if I don't talk to you before Christmas or whatever holidays you celebrate. So I hope everybody has a fantastic rest of your week. Talk to you on Sunday, if not before then. Have a great one.